Welcome to episode 14 of Daryl Show Your Work. And in this episode, we will be using Wireshark and the sguil applications to do some threat hunt activity. So we will be doing some packet sniffing, but this time we'll be doing so while looking for anomalous behavior, and then we'll be using the sguil application to then further narrow down to see if we can identify exactly what malicious activity exactly is in the network. So to get started, I'm going to open up a terminal here. I'm going to zoom in a bit for the folks at home. All right. Now I'm going to start up Wireshark because that's where we're going to get started. And this is where we're going to start analyzing some traffic. All right, so I'm going to do sudo Wireshark -k. Then I'm gonna specify the interface that I'll be working from, which is ENS32. And so this command will start Wireshark up, and it's going to start it up where it's going to automatically start packet capturing, and it's going to do so on the specific interface of ENS32. So I'm gonna hit enter. All right, put in my password. All right, Wireshark's booting up. If you get a quick glimpse of it, you can see that it's on ENS32 already, and it's booting up there. So I'm going to open up another terminal, and I'm going to populate a pcap file to generate some traffic. First, before I do that, though, I need to switch directories to where it is currently housed. So I'm going to do cd desktop lab files. Right. Let's see, I didn't like something I wrote there. Let's see, what didn't you like? Okay, let's try this. I think maybe. Okay, there we go. All right. All right. And so now from here, I'm going to sudo, then I'm going to say tcp replay. All right, then I'm going to specify my interface, ENS32. Then we do M, capital M10. Then I'm going to specify the file that we're going to be working with. This is pcap1. All right, then I'm going to hit enter. Put in my password. All right, so it's starting to process the files. You can see now, you can see the traffic generating here in Wireshark. So we're going to give it a few seconds to process. And if you pay attention here at the bottom, you can see there's a whole lot of packets being generated. So based on the output here on the command line, 24,240 packets have been sent successfully. So, all right, I'm gonna stop this session. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go to statistics, and then I'm gonna go to endpoints. All right, I'm gonna go to IPv4 since that's what we're working with. All right, so when doing threat hunting activities, we would come to this particular tab. We would go through statistics and go to endpoints. And if we wanted to see all the particular within this pcap traffic, pcap file, or the network traffic, if we wanted to see all the IP addresses that was in that particular log or capture, this would tell us all the addresses. And so if there's any that we either don't recognize or any that look suspicious, we could then copy the said IP address and plug it into a tool like VirusTotal, which would be able to then tell us if it is indeed a known malicious IP, and then a further investigate or triage from there. All right. So then the next thing that we want to do too, when we're trying to identify anomalous behavior, we want to go to conversations. All right, we're going to go over to IPv4 again. All right, now this is telling us the direct communications between two IP addresses. So there's multiple IP addresses here, but on each line is a conversation or communication between two IP addresses. So if you look all the way on the left, these are the originating IPs, the IPs that where the conversation is starting and where they're sending packets to. So the packets are originating from the addresses over here on the left where it says address A, and the packets are going to over here to the right to address B. And this tells us how many packets are being sent and how many bytes are being sent. So if you pay close attention to side A, you can see there is a lot of traffic coming from 10.1.25.119. So that type of traffic to various IP addresses for one particular IP address is a reason for concern. The first thing that comes to mind when I look at something like that is perhaps one dot I'm sorry 10.1.25.19 may be a command and control server that's sending beacons out to compromised devices, where it could enact some sort of botnet attack or weaponizing those devices for a DOS or a DDoS attack. But let's further investigate this, and let's see if we find anything in particular with that address or any other address. So to so the first next thing we're going to do, we're going to use the sguil tool. All right, so I'm going to open that up over here. All right. So then I'm going to enter in my credentials. All right, so I know some folks watching may have not actually heard of the sguil tool before. So it's a GUI-based open source network security monitoring and drive analysis driven analysis tool. So AKA a scene. It differs from Wireshark, where it acts more like the security information and event management tool, which again, that seems pretty much spelled out, and it acts as an alert aggregation console over deep packet inspection like Wireshark. So Wireshark more specializes in the deep packet inspection, where this is more focused on alert aggregation and operates more of like a SIEM console, not as grandiose as something like a Splunk, but nevertheless still it can be used as a SIEM tool. So back over here to sguil, we're now logged in. I am going to choose the infosec. I'm going to choose the ENS32 option over here because that's where we're looking. All right, then I'm gonna hit start sguil. All right. So we can already see that there's some traffic generated over here in the upper pane. All right, so if we want to be able, if we click on it now, we really can't see much. But if we wanted to look further to these packets and look for anything shady, first we would click on show packet data, which gives us the IP, the source IP, the destination IP, and the ports that are being utilized. And we would then go to show rule to see what's going on inside those packets even further. So I'm going to pull this further down here so we can start to look. So we can see some git commands down here. And then if you look specifically here, we see it, Trojan. So it's picking up so it's picking up some malicious activity, and we can see here class type Trojan activity that is basically picking up Trojan horse um, um, malicious behavior or malicious files. So for those who don't know what a Trojan is basically a file that appears to be something benign or something helpful, but instead it's actually malicious files masquerading as something benign or helpful. So, and if I click on more, it'll confirm even more. So it's all coming from the IP. Remember, I've had pointed out this IP in Wireshark, how it was sending so much traffic to so many different destinations, which was indicative that something was going on with that IP address. And when I further drove down using sguil, we were able to deduce that indeed it is sending some sort of Trojan malicious file here. So that'll be it for this particular episode. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and most importantly, show your work. And until next time, take care of yourself and God bless.